Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica, and I am so sorry you cannot see my face. I am here because I wanted to show the program that I use to teach English. Now, maybe you've heard of the program Off2class, and maybe you haven't. And I want to show you around a little bit. So, first off, I am an English online teacher, and what I do is I provide one-on-one classes to people all over the world, and my job is to help people with English. Some people want to get better at speaking. Some people want to improve in listening, but a great majority and many people that want to improve English, I use this program. So let's get into it. So the first thing you should see is that I can adjust the levels for the different level of the learner, right? So some cases I have advanced or upper intermediate, and sometimes I have elementary and beginner. So that's adjustable. Today we'll pick intermediate. All right, so in the orange, we have curriculum designed for schools, and then we have speaking activities. I like this speaking activities because, as I said, many students want to improve their speaking. So there are a number of topics that we can access here. We can talk about music. Okay, let's talk about music. And so what this does is it's a PowerPoint show, and here are my teacher notes. And what I'll do is I'll go through the lesson with the student, okay? And so something like, I'll ask the student, can you read this listening to music? Okay, and then I'll ask the student, when do you usually listen to music? And the student will respond, I listen to music when I am working out. Or they may say, I listen to music when I am doing my homework. And so we have a conversation and we talk. After they answer the question, we can give examples. And so I like it because it also has pictures, right? I can say, what do you see in this picture? I see fingers and strings. Okay, what are the fingers doing? They are playing the guitar. All right. And then we can talk about each of the pictures, right? And so I think it's an opportunity for students to show me what they know, and I can measure, okay, like what level of English am I going to have to use with this student? And what I really like about this Off2class program, and this is one of the best features, is that it has vocabulary. So it introduces vocabulary to the lesson, right? So classical music, right? What is classical music? Well, usually classical music is piano. It can also be violin. And then we get into other types, okay? It says here music genres. So we talk about the different types of music. And then in order for me to keep discussion going, I also have notes that I look at in order to make sure that the conversation is working and is matching. And so a question I could ask is, in your opinion, which genres are listened to by which age groups? So here, that's a whole conversation about what age groups do listen to rock music, right? And so we'll talk about the different age groups. Yes, so again, because it's speaking, these questions, right, they are there to stimulate conversation. So more questions, more vocabulary, right? So learning what is an orchestra, chorus, symphony, instruments, and it goes on and on. More vocabulary here. And so this is a great lesson to teach about music, okay? Reading activities is also available for the person who wants to practice reading and answering comprehension questions. IELTS, reading, listening, writing, speaking. And IELTS is a test usually given to foreigners who want to attain a work, some type of work opportunity in the States. The TOEFL is a test that American universities require if a person from another country wants to attend an American university. The TOEFL will certify and demonstrate that the person that is transferring and coming to an American university will be able to keep up with the studies there at the school. So many teenagers who are hoping to study, or not even a teenager, it can be an adult that wants to study in the USA, will need a TOEFL. And I don't know about the master's, but I know for undergraduate it is required. Other features, business English. This has been a very popular one that many people have asked for because English is so much part of the business world. And idioms is popular. Often people want to learn, okay, I want to learn the American, the way that the Americans speak, and what is it when they mean something, when they say something, but they really mean something else. All right, and vocabulary, right? So for the beginner, getting into things like, okay, let's learn about maybe an introduction of food, right? So you'll be surprised. There's people who are just like they get confused and they want to be clear so that they can add to their vocabulary. And so I like that this is offered. So we have a range of more difficult topics and then easier topics. So it's all there. Adjectives, adverbs, learning vocabulary, how to use words to build better sentences are important. So adjectives with modifiers, let's just see what this is. Okay, adjective comparatives and adjective as. So we'll look at what this is. All right, so make comparisons between each people, right? So I think it says here, Pierre is older than Ronan, right? So we're comparing Pierre and Ronan. So we're using the word older, okay? And then of course we know Yao Ming is taller than Cyril. Hey, this is Yao Ming, not Casper, okay? And so we're learning about object pronouns. He is richer than her. Subject pronouns, he is richer than she is. So learning more details about the grammar. And, you know, there's many ways to study English. You can study English by simply talking and practicing conversation, like up here with speaking. And there's also looking at the different grammar rules and why something is the way it is. Sometimes we need to understand why and what rule in order for it to stay, so that when we come across that example, we know the rule that will help us speak. But it's so important to do both. Yeah, and so this is about nouns and conditions, verbals, phrasal verbs, verbs and modals, phrasal verbs, prepositions, how to use verbs, right, in what tense. Often we get stuck in saying something in past perfect or in any verb tense, right? It's tricky. There's so many. And so we can practice, right, talking about what has happened and in the past, right? And so it talks about how when Dean arrived at the party, Sonia had gone home. And so it takes you through the different scenarios, and it has you understand like how time works and how to use words that describe at what point in time. So I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just really excited. I wanted to just show all my followers and students that watch my channel and watch my shows that this is an option that I would love to do a 20-minute free trial just to practice. If there's something that you know you want to work on and you want me to help you with that for 20 minutes, I can certainly do that. Okay, so with that said, please, if you're watching this, you can like my page, be added to this group, and you'll be seeing more videos about Off2class. I plan to do short lessons from here on out. All right, so thank you. My name is Jessica, and I appreciate your time.